Well, hey, everybody, welcome back. Welcome to the last week of the regular season for the fall sports. Some sports have finished up league play already and started the playoffs. It's always a very exciting time for us, right, Slev?
That's right. It's fun when we get to the playoffs. Sometimes it ends quicker than we want to, and sometimes we make a nice run. Girls volleyball last week lost in the second round of the playoffs on Saturday. Close 3-2 match, 15-13 in that final set. Real close to making it to the quarterfinals, but they finished up with a good year, 17-4, share of a league championship. And then one of the great things, our girls are student athletes. Every single girl in the program finished with a 3.0 GPA or better in the first quarter, and 11 of the girls had 4.0 GPA. So really proud of them for the work they do on and off the court. Our football team won the rivalry game last week against Kennedy, 41-6. So we clinch at least a share of the league championship for our football team. Water polo got its first victory in league over Kennedy last week, 16-4. We're still number 8 in CIF rankings in the polls for Division 5. So hopefully we can get a victory this week over Valencia and sneak into the playoffs as a wild card team. Girls tennis league finals this week, 16-person bracket for the singles and doubles. We had 3 girls in the singles. We got 3 teams in the doubles. So hopefully we'll come out with a couple league champions there on the individual side. Girls golf, congratulations to Catherine Gerbing last week. The Navy course shot a 69 and then a 73 for a total of 142 to win the Empire League Championship. Then this week, they're in the CIF individuals. So Catherine's playing, Kristen Legaspi and Tanya Maheshwari are playing this week over at that course up off the 57. And then cross country, Justin Singer last week at Mount Sac, 11th place in the individual sweepstakes. So he's getting stronger, and they're ready for league finals on Thursday this week.
Yeah, it's really exciting about the golfers. We had them get to the finals last year, and hopefully she'll be able to return this year, make another appearance, do a little bit better than what happened last year. And we'll see. You know, it's a tough course, and every day out there is a tough go at it. So hopefully she did really well today, and we'll get that feedback from Coach. Crooksy, we got you back. We got things rolling here. We got a very good run last week in the game, and this week Valencia. You know, Coach, it's always nice to beat Kennedy. Obviously, we enjoy that, and we've had some pretty good success in the past years. What has been that key to that success against Kennedy?
Well, thanks for having me on again. Yeah, you're right, Russ. That was a great win, especially versus our rival up the street. You know, we've taken it 13 out of 14 years against them, and you know, that's a game that we circle on our calendar every year. You know, coming in, all the kids know each other and stuff. So it's a big game that we hype up. We expect to win. Our kids get fired up, and we just, you know, do what we do and you know, get after it every game, and especially versus Kennedy, because again, that's one thing that we always emphasize on our kids is finishing, and they did a great job. And I can't be more prouder than the seniors and what they overcame this year, and to have the success and the score that they put up against Kennedy is a pretty good thing to see.
Yeah, it's a couple weeks in a row. Our defense has played really well, low scoring for our opponents. Kennedy had some guys, but we seemed to confuse them a little bit last week. What worked well for us?
Well, a lot of things. Our kids just understand their roles and did their responsibilities. And we just, you know, our defense, we live and die with the blitz. So, you know, our kids just like to bring pressure, and it really worked out for us. Kennedy had their main guy out. But our kids rallied around it and brought pressure on that long and didn't give their quarterback any time to throw or their running back any room to run. So, again, defense, we get better each week, and I'm proud of our kids for what they're doing. And we have another tough task ahead of us this week versus Valencia.
Yeah, it will definitely be tough. Valencia seems like they got a pretty solid run game. They've always been, you know, a really good team. They got Gabriel Magana. He's obviously a pretty good runner. Will he be our main focus, or do they have some other threats that are maybe just as dangerous as he is?
Well, they have another tailback as well, as in Jacob Terry, who's also kind of like a Darryl Sproles inside the tackles and whatnot. And then they have 2 receivers, Mark A. Payne and Noah Mager, who has the speed to take it if given the opportunity. So their quarterback's healthy. He was kind of banged up in non-league, and it's gonna be a dogfight. We're ready for the task, and we're looking forward on Thursday.
That's right. Our Valencia game's rarely a one-sided affair. They've had some close games this year against some good teams. Maybe their record doesn't show it, but they're always a team that improves over the course of the year. How do we get our guys to focus on them and not their record?
Well, again, each week we don't really worry about record or rank in the county or whatnot. We face nameless and faceless people, right? And as long as we do our job and understand our roles, we'll be successful. I think Coach Gray has done a great job over at Valencia. I mean, he plays a old school, I-Pro, Power G, smash mouth mentality football. So, this week we've challenged our defensive line to win in the trenches. And for us to be successful, it has to come with our defensive line maintaining their gaps and understanding their roles and freeing up everybody else so that we can fly the ball and do what we do best.
Very cool, Coach. Well, yeah, the defense has been great. We have a couple key defensive players here this week with us, Senior Muhammad Hasuna and Junior Trevor Monteleone. How's it going, fellas? Pretty good?
I'm good.
Doing good, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, the coaches say you two guys are great examples. You're the examples of what we want our athletes to be like. Hard workers. You lead by an example yourself. Muhammad, what does that mean to you when a coach says, hey, these are the guys that really are setting the tone for our student athletes?
Leaders are definitely more effective for the football team. And when you got guys that are like working hard and inspiring others, your team is like more likely to be successful. And I don't think we'd be as successful this year because we got a lot of guys who are willing to step up for the team.
Muhammad, you've got 25 tackles in league, 3 sacks, 3 fumble recoveries so far. What's the key to your success on the defensive side of the ball?
Well, physicality is part of it, but mentality is definitely more important aspect of football. If you stay focused, locked in, and got that neck-ton mentality, I think it can make anything possible. And also got to give credit to my brothers and my coaches because I wouldn't be at where I was at if it wasn't for them.
Very cool. And you bring up the Necton mentality or Necton mentality. Trevor, the coaches are preaching that to you guys, that mentality every day. Can you explain basically what that means to you guys and how it motivates you?
Yeah, so I think that it basically means to never be satisfied and always keep working every week to get better and stay hungry. And I think that it helps us because that we stay motivated to get better each week through practice, and that it helps everyone believe in each other. We know that we're going to do our assignments and we're going to be good at it, and that's what brings us success.
Trevor, I love watching you guys play. You and Muhammad have really stepped up this year. You also filling up the stat sheet on both sides of the ball. In league, on the defensive side, 20 tackles. You got an interception, a couple sacks. You're just the stat sheet stuffer. Do you have any other defensive goals for the remainder of the year?
I'd say like halfway through the year, I wanted to get a pick. But now that I have that, I just want to keep playing as physical as I can and never letting up and always giving best effort on every single play.
Trevor, have your roles changed as the season's gone on? We've had some injuries and such. Has your role changed a little bit as we've moved through the season?
A little bit. I'd say that I have to be more of like a physical player. We had our outside linebacker Nate Schneider go down, so now that we don't have him, I started practicing more at that position and just working at that. So that's how my role's been changed a little bit.
This is for both of you guys. 3 years in a row now, we've had at least a share of the league championship. This being our 3rd year in a row, we have at least a share with 1 game to go. We win Thursday night. What does it mean for our program to win 3 in a row, and especially if we can win it outright this year?
It's definitely an honor to get 3 years in a row for Empire League champs. So if we could get that, it'd be amazing for us.
Yeah, I think that now that we've done it, I just think that we don't want to share it with anyone. We just want to be able to be the league champs, not have to share it with another team because I think we deserve it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I got a couple of rapid fire questions for you guys. Don't think too much on it. Just kind of answer as we go. And we'll go through each one of these and see where you guys fall. So who's tougher, football players or water polo players? Keep in mind, we had water polo players on earlier. Who's tougher, football or water polo players?
I'd definitely say football.
Yeah, I'd say football too.
Of course, they both said water polo when it was water polo time. We're gonna have to solve that at some point in the future. All right, what do you like better, offense or defense?
I'm gonna have to say defense.
Yeah, I'd say defense too, for sure.
Nice, Coach Crooks loves that answer as well. Hey, so if we're allowed to celebrate, if we were allowed to celebrate it after a touchdown in high school, would you spike the ball or would you do like some sort of a dance?
Oh, I'm dancing. I'm doing the gritty. You know, I'm hitting the gritty.
I mean, I kind of got in trouble a little bit earlier in the season for spiking it on accident, so I'd have to dance because I don't want that to happen again.
Sure, it was on accident. Yeah. Who on the team would win in an arm wrestling contest?
Um,
I'd say Michael Juarez.
oh,
Michael Juarez is pretty strong.
yeah, I'd say Michael too. Michael Warres for sure.
All right, last question. What is worse? What's worse? Two-a-days or the bus ride home and the smell after a loss?
No, the bus ride home after a loss. It's depressing.
Yeah, especially if we're pretty far. I think that the bus ride home is worse.
I would agree. I'm going to let Coach Feldman know how much you guys like two-a-days as well. Hey, thanks so much for being a part of this today. We're looking forward to seeing you guys close out league play with a win, get that league championship, and head into the playoffs. Thanks for being here, fellas.
Yeah,
Thanks for having us.
thank you for having us.